guys. Ooh, I think that might have zoomed in a bit far. Let me just take you back a touch. That's a bit better. You do not want a close-up of this face this morning. What am I here for? Oh, I'm here to show you my FabFitFun box has arrived. And just have a chat, basically. It's a Sunday morning. I'm going to try and get this up tonight. The light's coming in funny, isn't it? But isn't it beautiful? The sun has come out. The rain has stopped. We've now had two days. Yeah, 2 full days. Hoping for today being the 3rd of just lovely weather, and it makes everything so much easier, you know, the animals and just getting around, doesn't it? I mean, and it lifts your mood, doesn't it? So yes, I got my FabFitFun box. I was a bit disappointed with FabFitFun this particular season. I wasn't keen on many of the things that were available. I went ahead with it because I'm an annual member, so you know, I know you can refuse the whole box, can't you, and have the money to spend in the shop, but I thought, well, no, I'll still do it. But I wasn't wild about anything, and normally there's something in FabFitFun that I'm just absolutely can't wait for it to arrive. But let's open it and do it. I'll chat while I'm doing it. I've had quite a, it's been a success this past week, but at the same time, it's been a real challenge. For those of you that have got agoraphobia, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The hardest thing is overcoming what's going on in your head. Ruling out that voice that says, ooh, can't do it, not safe, not safe. Ruling that out, it's exhausting, Anyway, I've been working really hard on it because I really want to go to New York at some point. I really, really do. And at the moment, that's like saying, oh, I want to go to the moon. So I've got to put the work in. So I've been putting the work in. Nick is my safety person, so I go out with him in the car a lot, even when I don't want to. And I've even started driving with him in the car, which is like a big step forward. But this week, because it was half term, we actually took the kids to a safari park. And when I say we, I mean my daughter and I. The kids they're an added pressure when I'm feeling nervous and panicky, because letting down an adult by saying, I can't do this, I need to go home. Okay, letting down an adult, you feel they can understand. You're not scaring them. They're just kind of, oh God, mum's off on one. You know, we've got to go home. But to do that to your grandchildren, it's not nice. So it's an extra pressure. So we went to a safari park. I was such a bag of nerves. I can't tell you. The whole way there, Jay said to me, you were so quiet and calm. I was like, quiet and calm. I was quiet because I was combating the voices in my head. The voices in my head. That makes it sound like I'm schizophrenic. The voice in my head, my anxiety voice that was going, oh, yeah, but what if when we get in there and I need to come home, and you know, what if I frighten the children? I don't want the children to get what's wrong with me in case they pick it up. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Not that they pick it up, but I just don't want it to impact their lives at all. So we did it. I have to say, it rained. It was cold, it rained. I was the tiredest I think I've been in a long, long time. When we finally came home, everyone was settled, everything was right. I came back in, I sat in my chair, and I just, the mental work. It wasn't the going out, it wasn't the, you know, it wasn't a physical tiredness, it was a mental tiredness, because I'd fought a battle from the moment I woke up as to whether I was going to go, was I not going to go, how was it going to go, and then constantly telling myself, no, you're fine, you know, you just ignore it, ignore those silly thoughts that you're going to be ill or you're going to whatever. So I'm really pleased that I managed to do it. I'm really, yeah, quite over the moon that I managed to do it, but by God, it was wearing, it was so tiring. And yeah, the children are an added layer of stress, I suppose. And of course we two of us and 3 kids, you're like this all the time. Where are they? Where? It was either she was saying to me, where's whoever? Or I was saying to her, where's whoever? It was, yeah, it was tiring. But it was a huge success for me, and I'm feeling quite, but it has tired me out. this FabFitFun box. Sorry, I said it was going to be a chatty one. And the trees are moving in the light, so I keep coming in and out of light, which may make it a horrible video, I don't know. Here's the magazine, the FabFitFun magazine. Now, last time we had this, they had stopped doing the what have you got, how much was it, what option did you pick, and it looks like, yeah, they don't do that anymore by the look of things. So there's lots of information in here though, and lots of things about the community and cooking French toast, making various drinks, some exclusive offers that they've got. So, but in the old days, you used to be able to look it up and it would say option A was this, 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 and it doesn't do that anymore. So I'm just going to have to sort of guess as I go along. What else do we have? Who will love a friend? $15. I don't bother with that stuff. Okay, so here we go. First up is Dr. Brandt No More Baggage Eye Depuffing Gel. You know my obsession with my eyes with this bagginess. Visibly reduces the look of under eye bags, dark circles. It was the Best of Beauty Allure Best of Beauty Award winner in 2018. So I was quite happy to get, I mean, I wouldn't have gone out of my way. I've got lots of this sort of thing at the moment, but I've not tried this one. I'm constantly looking for that holy grail. So I was quite happy with that. Lots more junk. You know, leaflets and things. What else did I pick up? Oh yes, I picked up the Nuco Topical C. I bought the Nuco, it's a lavender magnesium type spray in one of their boxes previously, and I've loved it. They didn't have that available this time, but they did have this, which is, it's a, as I understand it, it's a vitamin C that comes in a powder form, which is like the purest you can get, if I'm right. Yes, it's powder in there, and you mix it with hyaluronic acid or a moisturizer or whatever, but it means that the vitamin C is as fresh as it can be. Does it say on here? It's activated in the palm of your hand, helping to boost collagen production. So 2 to 3 shakes of the powder into your moisturizer or serum and then apply to clean, dry skin. Now, I don't get on with vitamin C. I've never had very much success with it, so I thought I'd try this. It was an option. As I say, I was not that excited by the options this time, so it was a bit of a struggle, and that kind of won by a slender margin. This is what I get every box, which is my beloved Ahava shower gel and Ahava body lotion. I've got it on the refill thing that they do. They're a good price. I love the smell. They're my absolute classic favourites, so I always get these. So they weren't a part of the box itself, they were an extra. Let's see, what else have we got in here? Oh yes, then Pharmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturiser. Now again, I don't know much about Pharmacy. This was one of those boxes where I was a bit kind of there were a couple of nice-ish things had gone very quickly. I missed out on them. Oh, I can't even open this. What does it say on it? It's an intense moisturiser that replenishes dry, distressed skin with lasting hydration. It's buckwheat honey and sweet fig. So I will probably give this to my mother. It just struck me as one that would be good for her. It's one of the things I do enjoy about FabFitFun is that even if you can't find something for yourself in a category, you can usually find something in a category that would be good for somebody you know or love. And I sort of picked this one out for Mum. She gets quite, I mean, she's got amazing skin. Amazing, 81 this year, amazing skin. But she started to get sort of quite dry. And because this was ultra hydrating and it sounded like it had just good things in it. I wish I could open this. Why can't I open? I don't want to destroy the box. Oh, there we go. It's farmer cultivated, scientist activated. So let's have a look. Oh, it comes with a lovely little spatula. Oh, it's magnetic. Look at that, so you won't lose it. Let's have a sniff. Oh, because it's going to Mum, I can be fairly confident. Oh, it does smell nice. It's not floral. Oh, what would I call that? It's almost green smelling. You know what I mean when I say green smelling. Anyway, I thought it'd make a nice little gift for her, but I love that. Absolutely love it. How clever. I'm always looking around for these things. I've got plastic ones to be fair, but that is such a clever idea. Oh, I'm quite pleased with that. That'll be a nice little treat for her. Mother's Day is coming up, you know, well, soonish. So that'll be put away as one of her presents. Also got It's a Miracle leave-in. This one has got plus keratin. Now, I do use It's a 10. I think I said It's a Miracle, didn't I? It's a 10. I do have the non-keratin one, which I do use occasionally. I bought it ages and ages ago, and it's quite good. I saw this one with the keratin in it, thought that that would be a good idea for my youngest daughter, for Jay. She's got greys, she's just started colouring her hair. I thought she might really enjoy that, and the keratin is supposed to be really good for keeping your hair in good condition. Smells lovely. Again, I was struggling guys with this box because there just weren't things that I wanted. So I went the other way of choosing things for friends. There's some stickers in here, spring 2022. What else do we have? We also have, oh no, this was one I wanted to try. This is Earth Harbour Glow Juice. It's a refining enzyme mask. What does it say? It gently resurfaces, soothes, hydrates, refines, clarifies. What do you do to it? The ritual. The ritual. Apply to clean skin, leave on for 3+ minutes, rinse. And as a spot treatment, apply 1 to 3 times daily or as needed. So I'm really into these exfoliators or resurfacing type things, the enzyme based ones. So this was something I was quite pleased to get and try. Let's fucking open it. This one's for me. See, this one has got a lovely little, oh, look at, it does look like glow juice. It's like a gel. Woo. Oh gosh, that smells really kind of zesty and, oh, that's lovely. And it is, it's a proper jelly wibble wobble on a plate. Oh, I'm going to enjoy trying that. Glow juice. It's got red seaweed and fruit enzymes in it, and boy can you tell it's strong. Not strong in a horrible way, a bit sort of sherbety even. Then I picked up, oh yes, Kate Somerville Exfoliate. Now I've got quite a few of the Kate Somerville products now, but I don't have Exfoliate. So I decided to give it a whirl. I'm really enjoying her cleanser. Very nice, her cleanser. And I love her goat milk cream. So I thought, may as well give this a go. But again, it's an exfoliator. So you see, I've got quite a lot of exfoliators. I have to be careful. But what does it say? The next best thing to seeing Kate in the clinic is using this. Again, it's got fruit enzymes, natural exfoliants. See dramatically smoother, brighter, healthier looking skin in just 2 minutes. So I won't be using this one straight away. I'll be putting it away. I'm more likely to use that one because it's fun to try. But yeah, it's in the category of things that I like. I don't like scrubbing at my face, so happy with that. And then the very last thing, oh, I've got such an itchy nose, guys. That's putting makeup on. The last thing I chose was a dressing gown, which I didn't really even want. I was disappointed in this box. There weren't as many home things, because a home thing is always, you know, if you think to yourself, well, I don't fancy any of those creams, but some nice mugs, you can always make room for some nice, well, you know me anyway, don't you? So I got this because I thought my eldest daughter might like it if I don't. I chose the navy with a sort of a reddy orange flowers. It's a robe. It's nothing. I mean, they put a ridiculous value on it. I can't remember what it was now, but I remember looking at it and thinking, you're out of your mind if you think anybody would pay that. It's by, who's it by? By Morgan Lane for FabFitFun. Yeah. you know, it's 100% polyester, you know. But it's nice enough, and it's the sort of thing that, yeah, my eldest would wander around in. So it'll probably go into her room here, and then, you know, she can use it when she comes to visit. She doesn't have to bring robes and things with her. But it was, for me, it was a disappointing box this time. You'll notice, with the exception of my normal ahava, no extras. I just wasn't feeling it at all. Now, whether that's me, I was on a, you know, particularly bad mood or whatever, I don't know, but I just wasn't wild about it. But I got a few things to try. So I got the exfoliate, the glow juice, which I just think sounds funny. This would be great for Mum for one of her Valentine's Day, Mother's Day presents. That for Jay. The eye stuff, always trying eye stuff, and the vitamin C. So there we go. That was my FabFitFun. Not so much fab, not an awful lot of fit either. We're really enjoying this weather because today we're actually going to finally finish that field. The fencing will be going back up today. We'll be able to roll the sand. We're pretty darn excited about that. And it'll mean then that the animals will be in a much better condition because, well, not condition's the wrong word, but they get so muddy in the fields, and there is a limit to what you can do. When we bring them in, we will try to wash off the mud from their legs and feet. Some of them, we have an easier time of it than others. Some of them don't mind their feet being washed. Some of them not so keen, because, you know, we have a few problem animals. And then you really just have to put them away. You can't groom them because they're wet and they're covered in wet mud. You've got to wait for that mud to dry, which means the next morning, sometimes they're dry, sometimes, surprising enough, they look as though they're dry, but when you get in amongst it, you find it's still quite claggy because we have clay soil. So it'll form like a little crust, and you start to brush off the crust and you discover that underneath there's still some, and you mustn't groom that because you will push it into their skin and make their skin sore. With the new field, we're going to be able to groom them so much easier. They will not get in the same state. If they want to roll, they're rolling on sand. Yeah. So we should be able to keep them in much, you know, they're going to look better. And I know it's all in our minds because, you know, the horses wouldn't roll in the mud if they didn't want to roll in the mud, if they weren't enjoying rolling in the mud. But to me, they always just look like we don't care enough about them when we see them and they're really muddy and so on. So that's pretty brilliant. That's happening today. My son-in-law is down there as we speak, doing the last lot of fencing. Ah, yes! Some things are actually coming forward, you know, moving forward here. And I'll be able to then, hopefully next week, I've decided, you know, that I'm going to do a lot more with the animals anyway, but I'm going to try and do a pony or a horse at a time. Rather than just showing you the herd, I'm going to introduce you to them and just sort of do a video, and for example, it would be Dowie, you know, and I'll groom them and talk about them and show them to you properly. And my daughter will help me because really it's a two-person thing, because, you know, you can't really film and groom. So that's something I'm going to be doing. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I feel like there were loads of, oh, I popped to Sainsbury's earlier and I bought some bits and pieces, but I won't show them in this video. They'll be in the next video. Oh, I didn't get my hair done. My appointment was Thursday. I had to cancel it because I was babysitting that day. I'd forgotten it was half term, so I'm actually having it done next week. And I've heard what you say. I agree with you. I do like the copper tone. It was the hairdresser was sort of trying to persuade me that that if I took it slightly darker, I'd be happier with it. And I was like, but I've never been not happy with it, Marie. Oh, and a few of you asked what colour it is. Now, I'm going to try and remember to dig it out because, of course, I started this colour during lockdown, and this is actually a nice and easy colour. You know, it's a box dye, and Marie has just copied it with the professional dyes that she used. To be honest with you, I would happily go back to colouring my own hair myself because it's a hell of a lot cheaper. And to be, you know, to be perfectly honest, I normally put my hair dye on wrap it in cling film, and then I give the bathroom a really good clean while it's, you know, doing its thing. But it is nice at the same time to go to the hairdressers, and Maria's very, very sweet, and she's one of those where you rent a chair in a hairdresser's. I don't really know how that works, but I always get the feeling that it's not the best for the hairdresser, because obviously there's no sick pay, and you have to pay for the chair whether you're there or not, and so I don't want to. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable about saying to her, yeah, I want you to cut my hair, but I don't want you to cut. So I'm leaving it alone. She doesn't charge a fortune, and she's very nice, and it does stretch my agoraphobia again. It makes me, you know, Nick goes for a wander and he goes and gets himself a coffee and everything while I'm in there, but it does stretch it, because there's a point when you've got the dye on, you think, I can't leave now, which is an agoraphobic. Doesn't make sense to a lot of you, but those of you who've got it will know what I mean. You start feeling trapped, because the most important thing is that you can get home. Yes, so this video is a complete ramble, as you can tell. I'm just really overjoyful today with the sun shining and it beginning to dry up. And of course, everything in the world at the moment is so awful that I feel kind of silly coming on here and talking, but I need a break from it. I'm sure you guys do. And, you know, hopefully the world will improve. Please God. So yes, that's me. That's the best I could come up with for today. My hair is such a mess, such a mess. I'm going to go off out and do some chores and just really try and, you know, suck up some of that sunshine. It's beautiful. The sun is shining. It's something like 11 degrees, which is really, really good. And I've got loads to do outside. So yeah, I'm going to be off out. I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all happy, and I hope you're having a lovely Sunday, and I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye guys.